No, you don't have to. Nothing wrong has to be happening in your life for you to start doing good, for you to start loving yourself, believing in yourself, appreciating yourself, celebrating yourself. You don't have to be in pain or suffering or struggling or lose something or lose someone for you to rise up and notice that, hold on, I can actually do different. I can actually start over. I can actually apologize. I can actually go for what I want. Don't wait for the pain to knock at your door for you to start doing good for you, by you, and to you. Don't wait. But that's the normal, right? People start thinking about change or doing better or doing different when they start suffering. When they have been broken, or they lost something, or they lost a job, they lost a partner, they lost a kid, or they went through something. That's another reason why pain, suffering, struggle is not a bad thing. Pain, suffering, struggle is not the enemy. Pain sometimes comes to your life to shake you up, to wake you up, because you are not living up to your fullest potential. Because you are stuck where you are not supposed to be. Because you got comfortable doing the wrong thing. Because you got comfortable around the wrong people. So pain to shake you up like, hey, wake up. You ain't supposed to be here. You ain't supposed to be working here, talking with this person, dating this person, or suffering, or challenges. So the pain comes to move you again to the direction in where you are meant to be. Because think about it, if you never suffer, if you never struggle, if you never went through any type of hardship, will you be who you are today? I know I wouldn't. And I wouldn't change nothing from my past. Because if I change anything in my past, I would be changing who I am today. And who I am today is someone I love, is someone I care for, is someone I prioritize, is someone I cherish. Suffering, pain is not a bad thing. If you find yourself suffering, if you find yourself struggling, if you find yourself going through adversities, pause and talk to your pain. Be like, pain, what are you doing in my life? Why are you here? What is the lesson? What is the strength? What is the understanding? What is the awareness you are bringing into my life? The pain, the suffering, the adversity, the challenge is there to uplift you. If you can see it that way, it's there to make you better. If you can see it that way. Some people go through a challenge and they give up. They quit. Other people go through a challenge and they rise up, they get better. Same situation, same circumstance, different mindset, different awareness, different perspective. Why not look for the good in the pain? You can. Why not look for the wisdom, for the information, for the education, for the solution in the pain? Yes, you can. Instead of getting caught up of, oh, it hurt so much, it hurt me so much, it hurt me so much. Be like, oh, I'm learning so much, I'm elevating so much, I'm glowing so much, I'm learning so much. Flip it so it can be to your best interest, to your best advantage. Flip any circumstance, any situation, so it can become something good in your life. You can do that. You getting your heartbreak? Be like, okay, thank you. Thank you for reminding me that I have to prioritize me. Thank you for reminding me that I'm the only person who can make me happy, and I'm the only person responsible of my happiness. Thank you for the heartbreak. Even if it hurts, even if you are broken, even if you cry for months, for years, but just know that those tears are coming with wisdom. Those tears are coming with knowledge. Those tears are coming with greater understanding if you can see it that way. If you can visualize it that way. If you can speak it that way. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying you can do it. I am not, it sounds so easy, but it's not. I am not saying it's easy. I am saying you can do it. I am reminding you you can do it. Matter of fact, it's easy. Yeah, let me say it that way. Let me say it. I am saying it's easy. Why? Because every time you say something is hard, you tend to not want to do it. You tend to not want to do it, not want to experience it, not want to go through it. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Oh my God, what? It's easy. It's easy for you to glow. It's easy for you to grow. It's easy for you to evolve. Yeah, tell yourself it's easy. Because if you are one of the person that once you hear something is hard, you run away or you shut down, well, then lie to yourself and tell yourself it's easy. It's easy for me to grow. It's easy for me to evolve. It's easy for me to learn. It's easy for me to unlearn. It's easy for me to rise. It's easy for me to achieve all the dreams I have, all the goals I have. You can do it. You can sit in your pain and talk to your pain. Oh, I'm crying right now. This hurts so much. Oh, and you ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking right now? Why do I want to do this? Why do I want to send that message? Why do I want to call? Why do I want to yell? Why am I crying? And you talking to yourself so you can understand yourself. Not for you to judge yourself or for you to criticize yourself, which is something too that you stop doing it. If you're one of the person that you judge yourself, you criticize yourself, stop it. Stop it. Love on yourself. Understand yourself. Give yourself grace. Okay, I'm crying right now. This pain, where is it coming from? Why does it hurt so much? Why do I want to go back? Why do I want to text? Why am I shutting down? Why am I not communicating? Why am I keeping it to myself? What is it? Where is this coming from? Here you are understanding your pain. Here you are understanding yourself. Here you are being gentle to yourself, giving yourself grace. Because you have made a choice that you are going to find the good in the pain. You are going to find the solution. You are going to find the answer. You are going to find another way to move up, another way to rise, another way to win, another way to succeed in the pain. I am not, for those of you that associate hard with impossible, I'm talking to you. This is not hard. You can do it. But you have to be committed to do it though. It can't be like, oh, I'm only going to do it when I feel like it. Or I'm only going to do it when I'm good, when I have the money, when I'm looking good, when I'm feeling good. No, it's not conditional. You don't feel like doing it, but you're going to do it because you know that's the right thing to do. We can all differentiate right from wrong. We can all do that. I am not saying, all I'm saying is you can do it. All I'm saying it is possible. Name any type of pain you can think of. Any type of pain you can think of. Any type of suffering you can think of. Name it. Put it in the comments right now of you watching this video. And whenever you are naming it, writing the pain, the suffering, or the challenge, I want you to put a comma and say, it has been overcome. It has been overcome. It has been overcome. It has been overcome. You write the pain, you write the suffering, and you write a comma. It has been overcome. It has been overcome. It has been overcome. It has been overcome. There is nothing new under the sun. There is no new pain under the sun. There is no new pain under the sun. There is no new pain under the sun. Yeah, it means that you can figure it out too. You can solve it too. You can rise from it too. Yeah. There is nothing new under the sun. If you have suffered before and you're still here, you can suffer one more time, you can be in pain one more time, and you're still gonna be here. You overcame that pain. You can do it again. You overcome that struggle, that misery, that whatever that was killing you or was so uncomfortable to you, you overcame it. If you did it once, you can do it twice. And if you can do it twice, you can do it over and over and over and over and over again. Without losing yourself, without giving up on yourself, without becoming someone you are not. Think about it. How much pain have you been through since you were born? How many problems have you faced since you were born? How many challenges, how many adversities, how many difficulties, how many hardships have you been through since you were born?
Hey, beautiful.
Hey,
How are you?
great. How are you?
I'm just good. I'm good.
You want to add anything about the subject we're talking about today? Or you want to share something?
No, I just wanted to say hi, that's all.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm from Kenya.
Great. Kenya in the building. Do you know Sweetie Niarkano?
No.
Oh, you're gonna love her content. And she's from Kenya too.
He's from Kenya. I don't know her.
You're missing out, I'm telling you. She's on TikTok and on YouTube. You better find her.
What is her full name?
Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the comments here. And to anybody else, if even if you're not from Kenya, this woman right here, she's gonna get you right. I put it in the comments. And if Sweetie is watching this video anytime in the future, you are the best. Keep winning.
Okay, I'll check it out for her.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Since you were born, how much pain have you been through? Since you were born, how many difficulties, how many adversities, how many challenges have you been through? How many unfortunate situations, circumstances have you been through? A lot. A few. Many. Tons. And you still here. You still here. If you overcame it once, you can overcome it again without losing yourself, without becoming someone you are not. But are you going to do it? That's up to you. Are you going to do it? That's up to you. But nobody will come and do it for you, though, by the way. Nobody will come and be like, you know what? Oh, this is exactly what you're going to gain from this offering. Because nobody knows exactly how you feel, exactly what you think, or exactly what do you want to achieve in life. Nobody knows but you. So you got to be the one getting yourself going. You got to be the one reminding yourself that, oh, I'm going through this struggle right now. It's okay. I will overcome it. I can overcome it. This pain, there is wisdom in this pain. Let me find the wisdom. Instead of getting stuck on, I'm hurt. I'm going to look for the understanding, for the knowledge, for the information. I'm going to look for what beneficiates me in this pain, for what beneficiates me in this struggle, in this adversity, in this challenge. I'm going to look for something that I can take from this challenge, from this adversity, from this pain, from this hardship, that's going to make my life better. That's going to make my life joyful. I'm going to find something in this pain, in this struggle, in this adversity. I'm going to find it. Whatever you are looking for always in life, you always find it. Why? Because when you are looking for something, your energy, your attention, your focus is there. And whatever has your attention, your focus, your energy has your life. So you are going to find it. Whatever you focus on, you find it. Whatever it is that you focus on, you find it. The people that wake up a day, oh, damn, this day, oh my God, another day, it's whatever. And your day will be just like that, another whatever day. If you go out in life, oh, people are against me. Nobody support me. Nobody believes in me. You are looking for people who don't support you. You are looking for people who don't believe in you. And you're going to find it. Why? Because that's what you are focused on. Whatever has your focus, your attention, your energy has your life. And you are in control of what you give your focus to, by the way. You are in control of what you give your attention to, by the way. So why not give your attention to happiness, to positivity, to solution, to healing? Thank you for joining. More success, more prosperity, more love, more peace, more happiness to you and to everybody that is here right now, watching me on TikTok and are going to watch me on YouTube. I wish you the very best. I wish you success. I wish you happiness. I wish you peace. I wish you healing. I wish you prosperity. I wish you joy. I wish you to be happy. Truly. I wish you to be wealthy, to be rich. Truly. I wish you to be so in love with yourself and so in love with your life that your life keeps getting more joyful. Blessings and love and light to you. I receive it. And blessings, love, and light to you as well. Whatever you focus on, you are going to find. Everything I'm saying right now is perfectly doable. Are you going to be committed to do it? That's the question. You can be like, oh, what she's saying right now sounds so good. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Next time I get my heartbreak, I'm going to sit in the pain and figure it out. What is this pain teaching me? And then when the heartbreak comes and you are in pain, here you go. Why me? Why am I suffering? Oh God, what are you doing this to me? Put it to the test. Put yourself in a test. Put yourself in a test and be like, okay. Okay. This is where we are right now. Join the military when you will do so well. Join the military. I wonder which part of me attracted this comment or this suggestion. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, I don't know. What do you mean? What? It is possible. It is possible. I heard one of my mentors say one time that problems are, I don't know exactly how he said it. Problems are invitations to your genius or invitations to your creativity. Once you solve a problem, you gain knowledge, you gain information that are going to allow you to solve the next problem maybe more faster, maybe more clear, or maybe more focused. Every time you solve a problem, congratulations, you are making yourself wiser, you are making yourself stronger, you are making yourself more knowledgeable. And who doesn't want to be wiser? Who doesn't want to be stronger? Who doesn't want to be knowledgeable? Even more, if you can solve other people's problem as well, you get paid, which is all businesses are. Every business is a product, a service, solving a problem. So if you can solve problems, you already have a business. So it is good that you go through challenges and you go through adversities. It is good that you go through pain. You are gaining wisdom, you are gaining knowledge, you are gaining information. That is helping you at the end of the day. Now you have better discernment. Now you are more patient. Now you can communicate better. Now you know what to do next time and what not to do. Now you know what you can tolerate and what you cannot tolerate. Now you know which boundaries to set. Now you know what to focus on. Now you know what to do differently. Not because something magical, but because you found the positive, the good, the solution in the problem, in the pain, in the suffering, in the adversity, in the challenge. You can do it. It is doable. It is possible. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. The more you do it, the easier it gets. The more you do it, the easier it gets. The more you do it, the more you know about it. The more you do it, the more comfortable you are around it. The more you do it, the more you become it. Repetition, repetition, repetition with repetition. What you do most is what you do best. For example, me, I invest hours just listening to positive words, just listening to education, inspiration, motivation, stories, creativity, listening to positive words, listening to prayers, listening to music, sounds, videos, movies, books that uplift, that cherish, that inspire, that motivate, that brings up the spirit, that brings up the mind. I invest hours doing it because I enjoy it. So that's why I'm not surprised. The other day I was recording a video, but I couldn't see how many hours I was already in the video. When I was about to finish, I noticed it was 2 hours. But it was so fast, I was like, wow. I invested 2 hours just talking about positive thinking. And this time I was in the comment was like, how do you do it? How can you talk for so long? What you do most is what you do best. What you do most is what you do best. Whatever you consistently do, you become good at it. Whatever you consistently do, you know more about it and you are more into it. Why? Because you are giving it your time, your energy, your attention. And as I said earlier, whatever has your time, your energy, or your attention has your life. The people that invest hours playing video games, that's easy for them. That's not hard for them. Why is it easy for them? Well, because they do it. That's why they do the most. That's why they do more with their time, their energy, their attention. So their life is into that. So it's easy for them to do it. So if thinking positive for you is not easy yet, keep doing it until it becomes easy. If talking positive is not easy for you yet, keep doing it until it becomes easy. Whatever you want it to be easy for you, you have to do it the most. You have to do it. The longer you do it, the better for you. Because the longer you are in it, the more you are learning about it. You know, you experience, you have a taste of it. The person was like, wow, really? 2 hours, you were 2 hours just talking? How do you do that? Oh, I can. I told the person, yes, you can. But you choose not to. Yes, you can, but you choose not to. And those 2 hours went by. I didn't even notice it was already went 2 hours. Because I enjoy doing this. I enjoy listening to myself. I enjoy sharing my thoughts, my energy, my ideas, what works for me, what I think is right, what feels right with me. And I enjoy seeing myself and I enjoy listening to myself. Because every time I am making a video, I am performing for myself. I am my first audience. Because as I'm talking, I'm listening. There is nobody else here listening to me. I mean, right now you listen on TikTok because I am on live. But if I close the TikTok and I close and I just record up for YouTube, nobody's listening to me in the moment until I post it. But I am listening. I am seeing myself perform. I am seeing myself work. I am seeing myself giving a speech. I am seeing myself educating, uplifting, cherishing, bringing the spirit up, bringing the energy up. I'm seeing myself doing all those things. And I enjoy doing all these things. So I do it. Right now I have the camera in front of me. And as I look at the camera and I'm talking, I can't help it but smile because I love who I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing. I'm seeing me. Doing me. So if nobody watch my videos, at least I do. If nobody is listening to what I'm saying or what I'm teaching or what I'm preaching, I am. Because I am listening to myself. The more you focus on looking for the good, looking for the positive, looking for the solution, you're going to find it. By the way, whatever you focus on, you expand. Whatever you focus on, you make it big. Something can be small, but because you are focusing on it, now you expand it. Now it's a big deal. Now it's a huge deal. It's been a big deal. It's been a huge deal. Maybe you didn't know it until you focus on that. Look for the good, look for the positive, look for the healing, look for the answer in the pain, in the suffering, in the struggle. It is doable. You can do it. It is not impossible for you to find wisdom in your suffering, wisdom in your pain, wisdom in your struggles, wisdom in your hardships, wisdom in your adversity. It is not impossible. You can do it if you are committed to do it. If you are focused on doing it. If you are determined to do it. Whatever you focus on, you make it be. Whatever you focus on, that's where your energy goes. That's where your attention goes. And whatever you give your energy has nothing else to do than to grow. So what are you giving your energy to? When you are struggling, going through adversities, challenges, pain, mistakes, being uncomfortable, being in unfortunate situations, what do you focus on? Me, when I'm going through a challenge, a difficulty, hardship, painful situation, uncomfortable situation, I focus on the fact that it's temporary. I focus on the fact that this came to make me better. This came to prepare me for all the blessings I have been asking God for. You see what I did there? I flipped the situation. I flipped the circumstance. I flipped the story to be a story that beneficiates me. To be a story that uplifts me. To be a story that gives me the chance to grow, the chance to evolve, the chance to keep going forward. I was able to reframe the story, to change the perspective. You hear when people say that change your mind and you can change your life? It's true. Because power is the mind. It's because if you change, you're not going to see the things the same way. Not because the things or the people have changed, but because you have changed. Since you have changed, your world has nothing else to do than to match your new self-image, your new self-concept, your new psychology. Look for the positive in the pain. You can find it. Look for the solution. Look for the understanding. Look for the awareness. Look for anything that gives you the, I got this. Look for it. You are going to find it. You can find it. Look for it. If you look for good, you find good. If you look for evil, you find evil. If you look for reasons to be happy, you're going to find reasons to be happy. If you look for reasons to be miserable, you're going to find reasons to be miserable. Why? Because that's what you are looking for. That's what you are focused on. And whatever you are focused on, gets you on. And as people always tell me, oh, it's easier said than done. Still do it even if it's not easy. Still do it even if it's not easy. Still do it even if it's not easy. Let's see. Thank you for the support. Thank you for tapping the screen. I receive all the good coming my way every day. Thank you for being here. I know that when we are in the suffering, in the pain, in the challenge, in the hardship, in the adversity, we can believe that, oh, that's all there is. That's all there is. That's all there is. But no, that's not all there is. That will pass. Situations, circumstances are temporary. But what makes the difference, what makes a positive difference in your life is if you go through the struggle, the challenge, the adversity without losing yourself, without losing your belief in yourself, without losing your faith, without losing the ability to smile, without losing you, that hey, what I'm going through right now is not pretty, but I got this. What I'm going through right now is not pretty, but I like this. What I'm going through right now is not sexy, but I got this. What I'm going through right now is uncomfortable, but I got this. I am crying right now, but I got this. I am struggling right now, but I got this. Which give you back the power in you, which give you back the affirmation that yeah, I'm in control of my life. No situation, no experience is in control of me. I am in control. You can look for the solution, for the answer, for the positivity, for the good, for the awareness in the pain, in the struggle, in the adversity, in the hardship. You can. So why not look for it? Whatever you look, you're going to find. Whatever you look, you're going to find. Whatever you are consistently in your mind, you're going to find it. You're going to find it. So focus on that. Every day, I look for something good to happen to me. Every day, I expect something good to happen to me. Every day, I count my blessings. Every day, I count the good things in my life, the positive things in my life, the right things in my life. Every day, I count all the things going right, all the things going positive, all the things joyful, all the blessings. I count them. And I do it with joy, and I do it smiling. And I'm open and I'm receptive for more blessings and for more good. I am grateful for what I have, but I'm open to more. And whenever I'm focused on counting my blessings, counting the things that are going right, are going positive in my life, guess what's going to happen? I am giving my energy, my attention to good stuff, to positive stuff, to blessings, that more of it is going to come. Why does more of it come? Why? Because I'm focused on that. Because I'm thinking about that. Because I'm speaking about, that. If you look for the positive, you're going to find it. If you look for the negative, you're going to find it. If you look for the success, you're going to find it. If you look for the prosperity, you're going to find it. If you look for happiness, you're going to find it. If you look for joy, you're going to find it. If you look for money, you're going to find it. If you look for prosperity, you're going to find it. Whatever it is that you are looking for, you are going to find it. Why? Because you are looking for it, which means it has your focus, it has your attention, it has your energy. And whatever has your energy has your life, because energy is life. I focus on the positive. And I have magazines that reflect positivity. Magazines that show positive pictures. Magazines that show positive stories. Magazines that show prosperity, success, positivity, happiness. I look for that. And since I look for the positivity, I look for the good, I look for the blessings, it comes to me. It comes to me. Sometimes I'm just minding my business, right? And something good will come on my way. Something positive will come on my way. Something good will happen to me. I'm always open and receptive to something good happening to me. I expect something good to happen to me, and I don't question when something good happens to me. I don't freak out. I don't start saying, why? Where does this come from? Who sent it? Why me? Where does this come from? No. I don't question the good. I simply receive the good and give thanks to the good and move on. If you look for the wisdom in your pain, you're going to find it. If you look for awareness in your suffering, you're going to find it. If you look for positivity in your suffering, in your brokenness, in your pain, you're going to find it. Whatever you look for, you're going to end up finding. Positivity, education. For example, right now, I have this magazine, a positive magazine, a magazine on wealth, a magazine on success, a magazine on happiness, a magazine on positivity, a magazine with positive image, a magazine with positive stories, a magazine with positive ideas. This magazine say brother, my long search for the true story of African people is the motive for my being, my mission. John Henry Clark. John Henry Clark. John Henry Clark. Who is that? Well, go do your own research. If you look for the solution, you're going to find it. If you look for the problem, you're going to find it. If you look for money, you're going to find it. If you look for poverty, you're going to find it. If you look for reasons to keep going, you are going to find it. If you look for reasons to give up, reasons to quit, you are going to find it. If you look for positivity, you are going to find it. If you look for negativity, you are going to find it. If you look for happiness, you are going to find it. If you look for love, you are going to find it. So look for whatever that you want and not the opposite. I don't think you want problems in life. So why are you looking for problems? Bothering people, being in people's business, going to places that you have no business being. Taking out of your mouth words that reflect chaos, that reflect sickness, that reflect misery. If you're looking for the good, you're going to find it. And if you're looking for the bad, you're going to find it as well. Pain is not a bad thing. Struggles, adversities are not a bad thing. They come from time to time to shake you. Because a lot of you, if something didn't go wrong, you will have not changed your life for the better. You have not changed the way you eat. You have not changed the way you talk. You have not changed the way you think. You have not changed the people you hang out with. But something had to go wrong for that. So the problem, the adversity, the challenge, the pain came to shake you up. Be like, hey, rise up, wake up. Get back in the road of your purpose, the road of your calling. That's what happens.
Hi, Ada.
Hi.
Eventually, I met you. Good evening. It's evening here in Nigeria.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
I saw the first time you started exercising with stones and all that in your homeland before you came to America or Canada, where you are now. And today the story is different.
I gotta show what I preach.
You say what?
I have to be an example of what I preach and teach.
Yeah, man, it can't be further from the truth. I'm inspired. I've been trying to catch you on live. I just stumbled into you randomly now. I don't know what you're talking about, so as you send me an invite, I start to just catch up. So I will mute and listen to you.
Okay, well, but I like your name, the billionaire, the billionaire. Why did you pick that name? Which is very positive, by the way.
Really, my TikTok handle was Simply Festus. So I stumbled into a live like this of one priest, a prophet from Nigeria, and he said that I don't look simple at all. That there's blood, there's money in my DNA. So by the Spirit, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian actually. So he said I should change that name to the Billionaire Festus. That eventually over time I will attract what I look like and what I portray. So that was why I just edited the name. Originally, it's not a name I chose for myself. You know, since then I've been using that name and people have seen me in that light, and the manifestation is coming up gradually. If not there, but I'm not where I used to be, but I'm making massive progress. Yeah.
Will you mind sharing? Like, for example, you say you are making massive progress financially. What are some things that you have been doing that are working in your life that you think might help somebody else?
Okay, I think what I do, I believe in hard work, not smart work. Those are just motivational babadash. I don't want to use vulgar word. I'm not a vulgar person, but I want to make a point. Like you now, there was a day, even though people are watching, the world is watching. There was a day you said, my content, I don't have a tripod, I don't have anything. Even my workout, I used to eating stones. You were on the grass, not particularly stones. I mean rock, broken stones from the field to at your dumbbells and all that. You are making use of the available things you had. And today, the story is actually different. The background is different. The mindset is different. The environment is different. You were in the bush then. Which country are you originally from, please, if you don't mind my asking?
Me?
Yeah, your birth country.
Equatorial Guinea.
Are you for real?
100%. With love and proud.
I'm from Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea. And now you're currently in America or Canada, which one?
US.
Can you imagine? You went for the biggest bed in the air. And you were there. So okay, let me answer your question. So, I'm from a polygamous background. Are you okay with my audio or should I put on the video? I'm actually in the bed. So let me leave it in audio. Or do you want me to see the video? I can dress up and if you don't mind.
Yeah, I prefer the face so people can know who's talking, so they can put a voice to the face.
Can you give me a minute? Let me just put up my clothes.
Sure.
A minute. I won't be long. A minute. So I'll be talking in the background while you. So I was born in a polygamous family in Nigeria. My father had 4 wives, 12 children. My mom is the second wife, so I hawked in the streets of Lagos, Nigeria, from the age of 6. See, I was 18 when I finished my secondary school in Lagos, Nigeria here. Then I wrote my first book, Common Errors in English Language and Corrections. And I was working them. We have buses in Lagos. We call them Moluwell. They're like your school bus, but then commercial. They have a commercial use, so we sell them. Then I go to schools and tutorial centers to advertise and sell them. So that was how basically I started. Then from there I joined a firm, an insurance firm as a marketer. Started marketing insurance, made my first deal, closed a deal of 3 million, got a commission of 300 something thousand Nigerian naira from there. I entered the corporate world, and the rest became history. So at the moment, I'm into printing and publishing. I've been doing printing and publishing since 2001 when I left secondary school. How do I switch over to video? Right tap the screen. Okay, let me see. Is that it? How do I? Okay, I think just a minute. I think I got it. Can you see me now?
No.
What should I do? I tap the screen. Okay, if you can do that from your own end, I don't mind. Formally, it showed. I'm not used to this. I just got 1,000 like of recent. I'm still trying to understand the interface. Let me get onto my box. I'll have it right now.
If the camera is giving you a hard time, it's fine. You can just keep sharing your story, and people that want to know more, they can go to your profile.
Okay, so I resigned from the last place I worked for like 6 years. I was into printing and publishing. I worked as a marketer there. So from there I resigned in February this year to open my own business.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I put in a publishing business. So within the space of 3 months, we are able to get like 15 interns. Like at the moment that I 17 working under me, training young youths, teaching them how to design websites, graphics, book publishing, and they are drawn from the community at a very, very reasonable price or next to nothing, And within 6 months, we're able to get another branch of the business opened within 6 months of standing alone. So those are milestones that I've been able to achieve. And there's a story I don't tell that much. I would say probably you're supposed to be hiding your story, or it's a thing of shame, or they will stigmatize you. All this feat was achieved while being a bipolar patient. I've been looking at the bipolar for 17 years now. I've gone for rehab seven times in 17 years. Gone through 12 sessions of electroconvulsive therapy, shockwave therapy to the brain and all that. But I've been medicated ups and downs, but I've been making massive progress. I don't allow my handicap to tie me down, and I have not allowed the challenges of life to make me bitter. Most part of my life I've been highly, highly underrated. When you are not carried along and a lot of stuff like that, but I don't allow that get to me. I do what I need to do, and then that's just a brief summary of my life. And so looking at you in Equatorial Guinea less than a year ago, and then today here doing what you do, and I tell you, it's not about the money. I tell people that a fool is someone who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. Money is not everything. Are you moving internally? You know where you are coming from. You know where you are at, and where you are going to. So I don't know if I don't want to take much time. People are here to talk and all that. So basically, that's my story in a nutshell. Probably, I think I've been following you. I'm following you already. If you're not on a personal level and all that, but basically, I'm into printing and publishing. I did book, I proofread, because I read English and linguistics in school, and I'm literally inclined. I write poetry, and I'm a singer too. I'm a gospel singer. That's what I do, and I teach the word. I'm a believer. I'm a teacher of the word of God. I believe in the Bible. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, unapologetically, and that's how I've been keeping me standing. If not for God who had been on our side, the enemies would have swallowed us like a flood. Because when you educate men without spirituality, make them nothing but intelligent devils. I rest my case at this point.
Congratulations. Thank you, by the way, for sharing your story. The reason why I like people to come here and share stories, because I think everybody has a story and everyone has to be able to tell their story. And also because you never know who's watching. Your story might inspire somebody else to not give up despite of their environment, which is common. Oh, look at where I'm coming from. Oh, I don't have the money. Oh, my country, people don't believe in me. All those reasons people want to excuse, the more and more we can speak about stories of success, stories of happiness, stories of prosperity, stories of those that no matter where they grew up or whatever happened in their past, they didn't let their past define them. And I care about those stories. And I love to hear those stories so I can learn.
Yeah.
So, thank you for sharing.
Can I tell you one truth that Africans need to understand?
Go ahead, we're listening.
We are not what the world calls us. We are not what social media is putting out there. We are who God says we are. And what did God say we are? God said, you are a royal priesthood. Now look at that word, it's very, very powerful. You have royalty and you are priestly. You are saying having the power of Aaron combined with the strength of David. A royal priesthood, a peculiar person. When you are peculiar, you are beyond special. You are beyond unique. You are in a class of your own. A chosen generation. I mean, among many other things, God brought you up and said, look, you are set apart. Because he said, David by the Spirit said, what is man that you are mindful of him, and the Son of Man that you visited him? You made him a little lower than the angels and have crowned him with glory and honor. So the earlier we begin to realize that we are not ordinary, we are not just anyhow people, we are divinely we are divine creatures. We are co-creators with God, and we have a place in the scheme of things the better for us. We are not third-class citizens. If you look at the word, like, can I just go a bit historical when they say we are Africans? Africans are not Africans. We are from the land of Kush, because one of the Roman conqueror by the name Africanus conquered the then black world, and they said, okay, whose name can we call this dark continent for the sake of appellation, for the sake of definition, for the sake of convenience? And I said, let's call them Africa from the name Africanus. So we have to understand that before any other name, we are created in the image of God. They say, and God said, let us make man in our own image, after our own likeness. Before his likeness, he gave you his image. What's the image of God? Honor, splendor, power, creativity, grace, wisdom, intelligence. So the more we begin to understand our original DNA, what we really are, not what the world wants to make us to believe, the better for us. So I think I will just end with that, and I will mute now and listen to you as long as I can.
Perfect. Well, this was a thing that I'm gonna close the live on a note, because I think your story is worth sharing. Continue to do what you know is right. More success to you, and congratulations on your own business and being able to hire other people as well. That's amazing, because now you are giving other people job. That's a great positive thing. That's another reason why I always encourage people that becoming rich, becoming wealthy, having resources is good, because now you can do good to other people.
Yeah.
The people, oh no, money is not everything. It's not that money is everything. Money is a tool, money is a resource that if you have it, you can do more good than not having it.
Yeah.
So I will close on that.
I want to leave with this an analogy I give to my students. Now, if you're in Nigeria or if you're in Africa, you can relate to this. But let me use Nigeria for example. There's something they call pure water. Pure water is a sachet water. It's sold for 50 naira per one for a sachet, like a bottled water.
Okay.
In the nylon package, in the nylon pack. It's 10 naira, for instance. All right. And you eat without drinking that, you will not be satisfied. Now the value is just 10 naira. Let's say the value is $1 for American listeners. But can $1 quench your thirst if you eat that paper? It can't. But when you drink the water, the value that money provides can take care of you. If you eat a dozen pizzas without drinking water, you will not be okay. So a fool He saw almost the price of everything in the market, but he doesn't know the economic and the intrinsic value of it. That's my point. And I will sign out with that. It's a pleasure talking to you. I wish our paths cross again in the global stage of the world.
Definitely will. Definitely will.
I pray so. We can't wait one day.
One day. Thank you.
God bless you.
Same to you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you for sharing. Amazing story. Those that want to know more about his story, Yoga, his TikTok, feel free to comment, ask him questions if you want to. And that will be it for today. That's it for this class. If you're watching this on YouTube, what's going on? If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you put it in the comments. What has been your biggest takeaway? What has been what stood out to you in this whole class? What is something that makes sense to you? What is something that you don't understand? And if you have a question, put it in the comment section. I might not have the answer, but somebody else in the community might have the answer. So make sure you put it there. If you are the one with the answer, drop the answer. And if you are the one with the question, drop the question. Okay. Go about your day winning. Go about your day succeeding. I'm gonna read to you what says in this magazine by John Henry Clark. Few men become what they originally set out to be, and had to end up settling for something short of or different from their highest ambition. In this regard, I am an exception. At an early age, I wanted to become an effective and creative classroom teacher, and this is what I have been for most of my adult life. My journey to the classroom was long and hard, and I taught in many places and under difficult circumstances before I became a tenured professor at a major university. There were times where my classroom was the streets of Harlem, and I taught from a step later. It appears the teaching habit started before I was conscious of what it was. The only thing in my background that might have inspired this ambition is the tradition of the Baptist church, in which some young men aspire to become preachers. My family were poor sharecropper farmers with no land of our own. The land we used was nearly always owned by an old white man whom we referred to as being as evil as a snake. My family was always in debt at the end of the year and felt that they had been cheated. When I told my father that I wanted to become a teacher, he tried to understand, but he told me he hoped I would become a good farmer with land of my own. This was his highest dream. I respected him for it but could not share it. He explained that we were poor and that there would not be money available to send me to the schools that would train me to become a teacher. I understood this, but still I dreamed. The desire to enter this honorable profession continued with my admiration for my fifth grade teacher, Evelyn Taylor, in the public schools of Columbus, Georgia. She taught me to believe in myself and never to use the color of my skin to excuse my faults. She taught me what is now called Black Studies in an indirect and subtle way. In a direct way, she taught her students to love themselves without hating other people. I always like to collect and explain information just for myself. And I learned to read well because I wanted to teach the junior Bible class in the local Baptist church. This is where my search for the identity and place of African people began, and where a conflict started within me that took me 20 years to resolve. Although most of the Bible stories unfolded in Africa with African references, I saw no African people in the printed and illustrated Sunday school lessons. I began to suspect at this early age that someone has distorted the image of my people. My long search for the true history of African people the world over began. This search made me want to leave the South. When I arrived in New York City as a teenager in 1933, Arthur A. Schomburg was still alive and presiding over the special book collection at the public library in 135th Street in Harlem. That collection now bears his name. He was one of the many people who taught me how to study history. His main message to me that was that what was then being called Negro history and African history was a neglected part of our story, and that I would not fully understand the history of African and his people and cultures unless I had some knowledge of world history. I became an active member of the Story Club of the Harlem, YMCA. Our great teacher and leader was the late Dr. Willings N. Huggins, who wrote an introduction to African civilization, a pioneering work. I met J. A. Rogers, Charles C. Sayford, and other writers and teachers who had devoted most of their lives to study and teachings of African and world story. I followed these men with great devotion and read the books they wrote and recommended. By systematic and selective reading, I gave myself a high school education. The early years in New York City, away from my family, were difficult learning years. I worked at any job that was available and was fortunate to have jobs during those long years of the Depression. I attended most of the important free lectures and read every book that I could find time for that related to story, culture, and politics, with a special attention to African people. These were the years of the Italian-Ethiopian War. The Garvey movement was received in Harlem, and I became a part of it. I was active in the movement against the white-owned stores in Harlem that did not employ blacks, for the right of blacks to drive New York City buses, and participated in the events in Harlem that started the political career of Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Before being drafted into the army in 1941, I had read enough books and attended enough lectures to have earned the equivalent of a college education. I started my career as a writer and community activist at that point, and after my discharge in 1946, I became a part-time teacher. I returned to Harlem, where I have now lived for more than 50 years. In my extensive travels on every country of the world except Australia, I always remember that Harlem is home, my window on the world. Looking at my career in retrospect, these are some of the things that I consider to be important. Being part of a family has a strong meaning for me. I think our hope for the future rests mainly with the black family and our ability to give it strength and stability. I like being a husband and a father, although I am not as successful at either as I would like to be. I have a 19-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. And my wife, Eugenia, is a public school teacher. I am extremely proud of all of them. Now that I am approaching the age of retirement from university teaching, I plan to devote more time to writing and developing materials for young teachers. There is more to be said about African story and people and how they relate to world story than I have had time to say. Even though I have dealt with this subject most of my life, in many ways this is the motive for my being and the foundation of what I think of as my mission. The basis of my teaching and ideas that guide me are that history is a compass that people use to find themselves on the map of human geography. Israel is to tell a people where they have been and what they have been, where they are and what they are. Most importantly, I believe that the proper understanding of history will tell a people where they still must go and what they still must be.